That's what Erica Wheeler's saying. Erica Wheeler came out yesterday and called all the fans broke, peasants. We don't have an opinion. How dare us speak our opinions because we don't make millions of dollars? How dare us think for ourselves because we don't make $1 million?
Erica Wheeler just called WNBA fans broke peasants, not implied it, not hinted at it, directly told fans that if they make less than $150,000 a year, their opinions don't matter. And this isn't some out-of-context quote that got twisted by social media. She doubled down, then tried to walk it back, then doubled down again. The backlash has been immediate and it's been brutal. But here's what makes this significant. This isn't about one player having a bad day on Twitter. This is about what happens when athletes who spent years making less than six figures suddenly get massive contracts and forget who supported them on the way up.
You're just a sidewalk that she can walk all over. That's why they wanted to get paid more money, so they can feel above everybody else. Let's get right. It hurt them in their soul to be like, you know what? You're actually one of the people. You're like a regular American. You go to work. You know, you're not making crazy amounts of money, but you're making enough to actually support yourself. Some of you guys might have 2 jobs. Okay. It hurt the WNBA players knowing that that was their truth. But now that they get paid these massive contracts, now they're just going to spit over all of the people that supported them.
That's the theory, that players advocated for higher salaries not because they wanted financial security, but because they wanted to feel superior to regular working people. And before you dismiss that as cynical, look at what happened literally months after the new CBA kicked in. Erica Wheeler, who was making under $150,000 just last season, immediately started using her new salary as a weapon against fans. The same fans who bought tickets to watch her play in Seattle, Atlanta, and Indiana. The same fans who advocated for WNBA players to get paid more. She's now telling them they're too poor to have opinions about basketball.
So shall we please like the video, hype the video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Erica Wheeler comes out and says, y'all be hating so bad on WNBA players like it's sad, LOL. Like how you mad someone is making $1 million, LOL. Oh, it's because you make less than $150 a year. What type of humans are y'all? Like, are you sick? Like, did you guys get picked on growing up? Like, I am honestly concerned.
Let's look at the actual tweet that started this. January 7th, 2025. Erica Wheeler posts, y'all be hating so bad on WNBA players like it's sad, LOL. Like how you mad someone is making $1 million, LOL. Oh, it's cause you make less than $150 a year. What type of humans are y'all? Like, are you sick? Like, did you get picked on growing up? Like, I am honestly concerned. Read that again. She's not responding to actual hate. She's responding to fans engaging in normal sports debate about player salaries and league finances. Fans pointing out that the WNBA hasn't turned a profit in 28 years. Fans questioning whether certain contracts make business sense. That's not hate, that's sports conversation. But to Erica Wheeler, if you're not making 6 figures, you don't get to participate in that conversation.
And someone is making $1 million a year. Oh, cause you make less than $150. That's right, folks. If you don't make more than $150, Erica Wheeler doesn't really care about y'all. Are you making $150? No? All right. Well, keep your opinion to yourself, peasant. Okay, Erica Wheeler, I guess I'll just keep my opinions to myself. How you can equate people saying you're getting overpaid to, oh, you guys are only mad that we're getting paid this much because you're not making that much in your own life?
The logic is completely flawed. When fans say a player is overpaid, they're making an argument about market value and league economics. The WNBA is subsidized by the NBA to the tune of roughly $15 million per year. The league has never been profitable. Those are facts. When fans point that out and question whether massive salary increases are sustainable, that's not jealousy. That's basic financial analysis. But Erica Wheeler can't separate criticism of the business model from personal attacks on her worth as a human being. So she projects her own relationship with money onto everyone else. She worships the dollar, so she assumes everyone criticizing WNBA salaries must be jealous of people who make more money than them.
Flawed logic, clearly. Doesn't make sense, honestly. Erica Wheeler worships money, worships the dollar. So she's projecting that on us. Oh, well, I was jealous of all these people making more money than me because I just want to make more money than me. So if you guys are hating on me, then you guys must be jealous of me.
Here's where it gets worse. 6 hours after the initial tweet, after getting absolutely destroyed in the replies, Wheeler posts a clarification. Let me clarify this. This is for the people who are mad. WNBA players are making money now. This is not for the people who are happy for us and who held it down with us. Mad disrespect to the ones who don't want to see WNBA players win. That tweet is for you. But that clarification doesn't clarify anything. Who exactly is mad that WNBA players are making money? The fans bought the tickets. The fans bought the merchandise. The fans showed up to games even when arenas were half empty. Those same fans are now being told their opinions don't matter because they make $50,000 or $60,000 a year.
Jobs to survive, the people who buy your merch and support the league, all because we engage in totally normal sports banter and shit talking. Amazing how big your head got in such a short time. Not even 1 year ago, you were making less than 150. And now here you are demeaning people for it. I like you. I've defended you. I've supported you. This ain't it. LOL. Why do you talk like that? Like. Those of us making $150K or less per year are the ones buying merchandise and tickets to your games. Don't forget that. And of course, Erica Wheeler in the comments doing damage control. But the funny thing is, folks,
and this isn't new behavior for Erica Wheeler. This is a pattern. In a previous interview, she said, I grew up you to ask me about what I'm doing in my personal life, like what I do sitting amount to anything that another human being have going on. Half the time he spends sitting on a couch watching TV doing nothing with himself, probably making $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Why should I care about their opinions? It means nothing to me. That was before the new CBA, before the massive salary increases. She was already looking down on people making $50,000 to $60,000, already dismissing their right to have opinions about her performance or the league. The money didn't change her, it just gave her a bigger platform to express what she already believed.
With Erica Wheeler, with the money, with people clowning them now that they just got paid. Erica Wheeler has been clowning people for not making as much as her. Erica Wheeler has been saying, if you don't make 50, 60,000, what are you doing with your life?
Stuff that's on the platform. Like, who are you to ask me about what I'm doing in my personal life? Like, what I do shouldn't amount to anything that another human being have going on. Half the time, these fans are sitting on their couch watching TV, doing nothing with themselves, probably making $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Why should I care about their opinions? It means nothing to me.
Think about what $50,000 to $60,000 a year actually means in America. That's a teacher. That's a nurse. That's someone working 2 jobs to support their family. That's someone who saves for months to afford one WNBA ticket, who budgets carefully to buy a jersey as a Christmas gift. Those are the people Erica Wheeler is calling peasants. Those are the people she's telling to keep their opinions to themselves. And the irony is suffocating, because less than a year ago, Erica Wheeler was making roughly the same amount as those teachers and nurses. The average WNBA salary before the new CBA was around $130,000. She was, by her own current definition, barely above peasant status.
Time to hire someone else to read your replies, E. Don't do this. It doesn't help anyone. Y'all should enjoy the CC effect and let the fans say what they want. The league is still subsidized, so... Insulting and demeaning others while complaining about fans' behavior is not going to get your point across. Kind of hypocritical. Wow. Now you're attacking the very people buying tickets and merch. You're arrogant and demeaning, so we're all beneath you now. Just go fuck yourself. We actually work hard every single day of the year. Y'all literally play like 3 to 5 months of the year and getting those overpaid. Most of the league are not even that good either to get that kind of money.
The responses from fans have been brutal and they've been justified. One fan wrote, "Yes, please talk down to working people, to people working 2 and 3 jobs to survive, the people who buy your merch and support the league, all because we engage in totally normal sports banter. Amazing how big your head got in such a short time. Not even 1 year ago you were making less than 150, and now here you are demeaning people for it." Another responded, "Those of us making 150K or less per year are the ones buying merchandise and tickets to your games. Don't forget that. These aren't trolls. These aren't haters. These are fans who feel betrayed. Fans who advocated for WNBA players to get better pay and better working conditions, only to be told they're too poor to matter."
Oh! It's hard to support these players. It's very hard. But also, these same players will say, capitalism is bad, capitalism and bad, capitalism bad. And then what they'll say, well, if you're not making $150,000, you're a piece of shit peasant. Oh, wait. Huh? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it.
Here's what makes this particularly damaging for the WNBA. The league is at a critical juncture. Viewership increased dramatically in 2024, largely because of Caitlin Clark and the rookie class. The WNBA Finals averaged 1.6 million viewers, up from 500,000 the previous year. Attendance was up. Merchandise sales were up. Corporate sponsorships were increasing. The league finally had momentum, but that momentum depends entirely on fan engagement. And when players start telling fans that their opinions don't matter because they're not rich enough, that fan engagement evaporates. Why would someone making $60,000 continue supporting a league where the players openly mock them for their salary? Let's put this in context with what's happening across the league. The new CBA, which went into effect in 2024, dramatically increased player compensation. The salary cap jumped from $1.4 million to $2.2 million per team. Maximum salaries went from $200,000 to over $500,000 for Supermax players. The average salary increased from roughly $130,000 to over $160,000, with projections to reach $200,000 within a few years. Players advocated hard for these increases. They argued they deserved to be compensated fairly for their work, and fans largely supported them. But here's the disconnect. Players framed the salary negotiations as being about respect and fair compensation for their labor. They talked about not being able to make ends meet. They talked about playing overseas in the off-season just to pay bills. They talked about wanting financial security. Fans heard that and said, yes, absolutely, you should be paid more. The league should invest in you. You shouldn't have to work second jobs. What fans didn't realize was that for some players, it wasn't actually about financial security. It was about status. It was about being able to look down on regular people. Erica Wheeler's tweets reveal that mindset perfectly. She didn't want a fair salary so she could live comfortably. She wanted a high salary so she could feel superior to fans making $50 or $60 or $150,000 a year. And that's what makes this so insulting. Fans supported these salary increases in good faith. They genuinely wanted players to be compensated fairly. They didn't expect players to turn around and use those salaries as weapons to dismiss and demean them. Now look at the business reality. The WNBA has never turned a profit in its 28-year history. The league is subsidized by the NBA. According to reports from 2023, the WNBA lost roughly $10 to $15 million that year. The NBA covers those losses. That's not speculation, that's documented fact. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has publicly stated that the WNBA is not yet profitable, but that the NBA is committed to supporting it. So when fans point out that massive salary increases might not be sustainable given the league's financial reality, that's not hate. That's legitimate economic analysis. The WNBA brought in approximately $200 million in revenue in 2023. Player salaries and benefits now consume a much larger percentage of that revenue. If revenue doesn't continue growing at the same pace as salary increases, the losses will grow larger. That's basic math. But Erica Wheeler can't hear that analysis. She interprets any questioning of WNBA salaries as personal jealousy. She assumes that anyone who says maybe the league can't afford these contracts must be saying it because they're bitter about their own income. That's projection. That's her own obsession with money and status being projected onto everyone else. Compare this to how other professional athletes handle salary discussions. When NFL or NBA players negotiate for higher salaries, they don't turn around and mock fans for making less money. They understand that fans are the reason they get paid at all. They understand that someone making $50,000 who spends $200 on a ticket is making a much bigger sacrifice than a player making $500,000. There's an understanding that professional sports is entertainment, and entertainment requires an audience, and that audience deserves respect. Erica Wheeler doesn't have that understanding, or if she does, she doesn't care. Her tweets make it clear that she views fans as beneath her. Not just in terms of basketball skill, which would be obvious, but in terms of human worth. If you make less than $150,000, your opinion means nothing. You're a peasant. You should keep quiet and just consume the product without commenting on it. The damage this does to the WNBA cannot be overstated. The league's growth depends on converting casual viewers into committed fans. That conversion happens when fans feel connected to players and invested in the league. When players actively push fans away and insult them for their income level, that conversion stops happening. Why would someone become a committed WNBA fan if the players openly despise them? And this isn't just about Erica Wheeler. She's not the only WNBA player with this mindset. Remember the dark side controversy from last season, when players referred to Caitlin Clark fans as the dark side? Remember players complaining about increased media attention and fan engagement, as if having more fans was somehow a problem? There's a pattern here of WNBA players being actively hostile to the very people trying to support them. The WNBA has a fan problem, but it's not the problem players think it is. The problem isn't that fans are toxic or hateful. The problem is that players can't distinguish between legitimate criticism and personal attacks. They can't separate business analysis from jealousy. They can't handle the increased scrutiny that comes with increased popularity. And instead of developing thicker skin or learning to engage productively with fans, they lash out and insult the people buying tickets. Here's what Erica Wheeler should have said. If she genuinely wanted to address fans who were being hateful, she could have said, "I appreciate everyone who supports the WNBA. To the fans who show up to games and buy merchandise and cheer us on, thank you. To the small number of people sending hateful messages, that's not okay and we won't engage with it. That's it. That's the response. Acknowledge the supporters, dismiss the actual haters, move on." Instead, she lumped everyone together. She assumed that anyone questioning WNBA salaries must be a hater motivated by jealousy. She used her income as a cudgel to beat fans into silence, and then when the backlash came, she tried to walk it back with a clarification that didn't actually clarify anything or apologize for anything. The question now is whether this damages her career. Will teams think twice about signing her because she's alienated fans? Will sponsors avoid her because she's toxic to the brand? Or will the WNBA circle the wagons and defend her the way they've defended other players who've insulted fans? Based on past patterns, the league will probably stay silent. They'll let it blow over. They'll hope everyone forgets about it. But fans don't forget. Fans remember when players show them who they really are. And Erica Wheeler just showed everyone exactly what she thinks of the people who pay to watch her play. She thinks they're peasants. She thinks their opinions don't matter. She thinks making $1 million a year makes her better than them as a human being. So here's the question for you. Should players be able to criticize fans for their income level? Is it acceptable for a professional athlete making 7 figures to call fans making 5 figures peasants? Or is there a basic level of respect that athletes owe to the people who make their careers possible? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you think Erica Wheeler crossed a line here, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more honest analysis of what's really happening in the WNBA. Because this conversation is far from over.